Well, to this now, Ladles of Love has joined forces with the AAA School of Advertising in celebration of Youth Month with the Youth Challenge campaign. Now, these students are challenging fellow schools, colleges and university students, teachers, as well as parents to help set this year's world record. They will be collecting essential items needed for the Mandela Day activation stations by mobilizing the youth. The aim of the initiative is to break yet another world record on Mandela Day, the 18th of July, with the highest number of volunteers offering 67 minutes of their time to design, craft, collate, create or plant items for little children in ECDs and daycare centers in impoverished communities. Now, for more on this, we are now joined via Zoom by Danny Diliberto, a founder and director of Ladles of Love. Thank you so much for your time this afternoon. Now, Ladles of Love is a food relief organization, as I understand it, that has impacted communities for close to a decade. Give us an overview of the Mandela Day campaign and what you're hoping to achieve.
Thank you for having me. Well, like you said, our goal is to have 6,700 volunteers come together to do their 67 minutes. For me, I love Mandela Day because it's a time when everyone just comes together, pulls together with kindness and love, and it's really important. And yeah, our focus now with Ladles of Love is to move towards early childhood development centers so that we can support our young little children. You know, that first 1,000 to 2,000 days in a child's life is so important, and nutrition is what can really create a stable foundation for them and a healthy future. So we are trying to promote this. We want to encourage people to care for our little kids. And this year we are driving for that, calling on people to come and help us create things. We want to make sandwiches. We want to create little coloring books. We want to do little meal packs, little toiletry packs. And we're calling on everyone to come and spend their 67 minutes of their time to create all these items that we can then donate to the ECDs that we support.
And how has your campaign been received so far? I would imagine you are mobilizing then those volunteers to take part. I see that you've also invited parents to take part. How's everybody handling it, including your partners?
So far, so good. I mean, our team is amazing. The AAA school, the energy is wonderful. The team and my energy, they're really out there calling on the schools. It is a new campaign. It's a new shout out. So we're hoping and holding thumbs that, everyone's going to come on board.
And I'm very interested in terms of what will happen on the day. I mean, in my intro, we talked about, these volunteers for a period of 67 minutes will be using their time to design, craft, collate and create or plant items for these children. So talk to us essentially what we're talking about here and what you will be handing over to these ECDs.
So everyone will come and they'll book their slot, their 67 minutes, their time that they can come. They can choose what craft they want to do, or if they want to make sandwiches. We're getting little blocks which we're going to paint, which will be toys. We want to do little seedlings that we can give to the ECD so that they can hopefully grow food for their children. We are hoping to create colouring in books. We just had an amazing donation of toothbrush and toothpaste and all that stuff that we want to give to the little kiddies. We want to create food jars with things like lentils and sugar beans and spices that we can give to the ECD so that they can cook for the children. And we are calling on the people to come and choose which task or which duty they would like to perform, what time is convenient, because we'll be doing it from 9 in the morning till 7 at night, and they can choose when they can come, do that task, and then we're going to pack it per ECD and transport it off to the ECD.
And I mean, Danny, you're doing this because the stats don't look so great when it comes to nutrition in this country and, of course, hunger. I mean, Stats SA reporting in 2021 about 2.1 million of South African households experience hunger.
Yes. Yes, it is. You know, we live in quite, there's millions of people that live under the poverty line. And because of that, many kids are now forced to live under the poverty line. And many kids that go to these ECDs, that's where they get their nutrition. And, I didn't know that till a few years back. I knew kids went to school hungry, but I didn't realize the extent of our little kids, the informal ECDs that struggle to get support from the government or from anyone because they are informal. They don't have the registration certificate, whatever it is. So, and they provide safety for the children, they provide a bit of learning, they give the love, the safety that a child needs, and they give the food, which is so important. And we really are driving this, as I mentioned earlier, and it's so important. We want to give children more hope, a better future, and we want a better generation to come through if we're going to change the future of our country or bring any hope into our country.
All right, Danny, as we wrap, South Africans who don't know what to do on the 18th of July, but really want to, make a difference and want to join your campaign, what should they do? Where can they go to register?
Go to ladlesoflove.org.za. A pop-up window will appear. You can click on that. It'll take you to our web tickets where you can book your slot. We're doing it in both Johannesburg and Cape Town. In Johannesburg, we're doing it at Eds. In Cape Town, we're doing it at the Lookout tent and Oranjezicht market in the waterfront. So you can choose if you want to do Johannesburg or Cape Town. You choose your time slot, choose what you want to do, and come join us on the day.
A fantastic initiative. Thank you so much, Danny, for your time this afternoon, and good luck. All right, that was Danny Diliberto, founder and director of Ladles of Love.